And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
Trevor Ault says something very important there in Cleveland. They had prepped the roads. It rained. It washed all the treatment away, and then it turned to ice and snow. That's why getting ahead of this is almost impossible because we're in the rain side of it right now. You can see on the flip side, look at all these states. It goes all the way down to the deep south. It's been icing in Houston today. That's a big storm. It's a big area of rain and sleet and freezing rain and snow. And we're on the milder side of it, so it's foggy and rainy right now. And you can see the fog in Richmond. Now, as we go into the night, last night that fog just kind of hung out all night long, right? Tonight, we'll start to see the visibilities improve as we go into 1, 2 in the morning. It won't stay pea soup fog all night. In fact, you can already see some areas where the visibility is now better, like in New Bedford and Newport and Westerly, but still socked in here at the airport in Providence with less than a quarter of a mile. I do think conditions, at least visibility-wise, will improve a bit by morning, but it's still going to be rainy, still going to be cloudy, still some wet roads and still melting snow because the temperatures are in the 40s. And look at this. Plymouth is now up to 50 degrees. A little colder in Boston at 38. But as we go into tonight, we stay 40s. So therefore, we're just waiting for the really cold air, which is north and west, to get here. And it's not really in a hurry. So therefore, when you wake up tomorrow, it's mainly just some wet roads. It's raining still for almost all locations, unless you go north of the Mass Pike. These are our temperatures through 8 a.m., holding out in the 40s. But once we start to drop, it drops quick. And it can happen so fast that wet roads become icy, rain turns to freezing rain and sleet, and it just turns out to be a big mess by the time we get to noon for areas north and afternoon for everybody else. In fact, just about everybody by 5, 6 p.m. will be in the 20s. Everything's wet from the day. It starts to freeze up. And the big concern I have for tomorrow is the potential where we could have some isolated power outages, mainly for areas in North Rhode Island, because the ice is so heavy, starts to accumulate on the tree limbs and the power lines. Winter weather advisory in place for Rhode Island and southeastern Mass for that slippery conditions. It's just a matter of watching this front very slowly move south, and all the colder air where you see this frozen precipitation north starts to slide south. For now, it's just rain, and it will continue to rain as we go into the overnight. Just about everybody reporting some kind of light rainfall in Rhode Island and southeastern Mass at this time. So Futurecast, watch the rainfall continue into the morning. Probably a little burst of heavier rain right around 6, 7 o'clock. And then by the time we get to about noon, you see that sleet and freezing rain start to slip south, continue to the coast as we go to 3, 4, 5 o'clock. And by 6, everybody has freezing rain and sleet. We're icing things over. Water becomes ice when it gets below 32 degrees, and that will be a problem tomorrow night. Sunshine returns, though, for Saturday. Weekend looks A-OK, just cold. And then some little flurries or sprinkles on Tuesday, watching a system, but right now, not a big impact. Temperatures 40s by the middle of next week. Nick?
Thank you, Jeff. The Bryant Bulldogs with